blockading, putting the engineering bay over the turret so that Grn can't see it. And now he's going to bring the Dark Templar out, and yeah, insta-gibbs the first, almost loses the second, but manages to pull it out in time, just in time. Looks like he's going to take two quick bases. I got to worry about and bringing two more Dark Templar down. You got to worry about this this bit of tech out here, because as soon as Aerials pushes out, which he might be able to as soon as he get these factories up, you got to worry about that, because man, it's completely exposed. He's going to have a hard time defending it, and it's straight on the way to this to this second expansion, I should say, right here. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time defending these bases, and it looks like he's going to go for two quick expansions. Unfortunately, I think this might play right into Ariel's hands. Ariel's getting two more factories down, and I think as soon as he starts his push is right when these bases are going to be finished. We'll see attacking his own Dragoon for some reason, maybe to free up some psi. I'm not sure what was going on there. Trying to spread out a little bit, but as long as he has these Dark Templar, he does have map control for the moment. Aerials can't really push out without Comsat, although he's got to basically wait on the Academy as well. But I think Aerials was kind of waiting for that anyway. He was content to kind of stay in his base, kind of build his forces up. Looks like he's researching Spider Mines as well as Vulture Speed, and that'll be really effective against Grn, because first of all, as you can see, Grin's front door not really blockaded up. The Vultures can really kind of sneak through here and get an attack either way. It looks like Robotic Facility going up in the meantime. Maybe hoping to do a drop along backside, maybe hoping to get the Observers up to deal with mines. I'm going to assume the latter rather than the former. In the meantime, yeah, it looks like the Comsat's headed up, and as you can see, these factories going to be pumping, basically just absolutely pumping ridiculous amounts of tech here in a minute, and as a result, yeah, we'll see what Grn can do. He's going to have a hard time, first of all, defending this tech out here. Second of all, defending here. And if the attack comes at his front door, as you can see, he's got a lot of gateways that are just hanging out that front door. He's really got to hold this attack at the front as long as he can. Hope his Dark Templar can kind of delay this attack as long as possible. Some vultures being produced. Looks like Aerials is almost ready to push out. He's already got. He's starting to comsat around. And I'm not sure where that comsat landed. I think that might have been right in this area, so he might have scouted it out direct. We'll see. Gas going up in the meantime in the back of Grn. Yeah, it was for the observatory. And now putting down more gateways, as you can see, and trying to get. He'll probably put down additional gateways, probably another 2 gateways after this, to just try to macro up at this point. And unfortunately, it's going to run right into Aerial's time to push. So maybe he'll be able to get some zealots out in time. Maybe they'll. It doesn't look like he has a citadel down, so they're not going to be speed upgraded, unfortunately. Or I'm sorry, he does have a citadel down. The question. And it looks like he will have speed, so that's something. So I take it back. He will have speed upgraded zealots. Forgetting about this tech out in the field, so that won't be as big a cost as it would have been otherwise. Now Aerial's unsieging the tanks. Looks like he's just about ready to push. He's got a couple vultures, and yeah, he's just putting down more factories. So he's gonna, and yeah, this could be very bad for Grn. He's running into a really bad timing problem. First of all, I don't think this Dragoon and Dark Templar force can really hold it. And second of all, he's just has a lot. He's got to hold with these 4 gateways, and usually when, yeah, 4 gateways versus 5-6 factories, not a good situation. Usually you want to have a lot more units than your Terran opponent. It looks like he's actually under the unit cap. Usually, I don't know. People can correct me on this, but usually it's about 20 to a 25 or 20% larger force is usually what you're looking for, I should say, or 20%. So usually when you have 100 for the Terran, you want about 125 or 120 on the protoss to kind of fight it off, and maybe that's off or whatever. But anyway, point being, Dark Templar in here, kind of attacking the mix. Looks like we'll see if another comsat is able to push it off. An observer going to be pinned here. Some SCVs coming up alongside, and they're just they're using this Dark Templar just to try to slow things down, try to do as much damage as possible. Second comsat, so that Dark Templar is going. Grn, and fortunately, Grn fortunately putting in the Dark Templar one at a time. But yeah, he's going to have a hard time here in a minute. Observer almost getting hit, bringing up the second Dark Templar to try to do as much damage as possible. Going to just try to delay with his Dragoon force so he can maybe pump something out of these gateways in the meantime. Unfortunately, he's going to, and now as you can see, these vultures starting to encounter some of these Dragoons and just flooding across. And unfortunately, I feel like he just doesn't have a lot of forces out. It looks like he tried to split his forces out to try to create a pincer attack here, attack from behind, but I just don't think it's be enough. As you can see, these Dragoons falling at the front. He's just going to rely on reinforcements coming in the meantime, just trying to delay. But once these tanks siege, yeah, the tanks are sieging, he's going to lose this expansion most likely. I just don't think he can push into it. In the meantime, reinforcements just flooding forward in the form of tanks and vultures. Just pushing forward, so Grn in a lot of trouble here, and he got to worry about this front door, putting down 2 more gateways, hoping he can I don't know, tech push out of or get a macro push out of this. I just don't see it happening though. 5 tanks and what's 3 vultures as well as reinforcements coming. The observers are there, so Grn knows he's in a bit of trouble. 4 dragoons kind of pithily trying to go up and attack whatever it can to try to delay this force down. He just is trying to create delay tactics, and actually it looks like he's bringing down some zealots, and hopefully he was hoping to catch 50 cal. I'm sorry, Ariel's out of position there, but just not happening. Ariel's pushing up now. Now this is a really bad situation for Grn, because you can see all these gateways just right on, right on target for these tanks. Not even sieging the majority of them. Only going to allow 2, because he can hit things as they're coming out. And now this is just forming as a nice little blockade and just pushing in the tanks. Now he's going to siege the rest, and yeah, Grin's going to have to GG here. Put up a good fight, and it looks like he's going to try to put up another gateway, or another nexus, I should say, in the meantime. But honestly, his base is at full breach. He's not really going to have an opportunity to do so. Things not going well for him, and so now Ariel's just kind of bowling over. A Dark Templar produced, but it looks like it got picked off. Managed to take 2 tanks down with it, so at least that's something, and trying to produce as many Dark Templar as possible, but just bleeding gateways at this point. More factories going down, an armory going down in the background, and as you can see, just these factories at full pump, and Grin right there, GG's. So set 2 going to Ariel's and 50 cal. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thanks for listening. Oops, almost forgot. Shout out to Southern California and Compton from Ariel's, to all his homies out there. Getting to see victory there. So cool! Yeah.